We have a culture that sits down and notes, hypergamy doesn't care. All women are like that. This is what a gender war looks like. Of course it does. You're calling attention to it. You're not allowing us to find any other means or any other methods. Constantly keeping it on the mind. The focus may be hypergamy, but the message being received is to experience failure in advance without effort. The culmination is the debasement of our human nature to naturally couple, reproduce, raise our children, and relish in our grandchildren. Those aren't benign things. Individually, it's tragic. If it happened to you, or you, or you, it'd be a tragedy. But when it affects all of you, that becomes a societal problem. And that undermines the civilization which we know. It becomes cancerous. And that cancer needs to be eradicated. The red pill community is becoming a cult based on superstitions. It is becoming incredibly credulous. That means it has a willingness to believe things that are beyond reason. What am I talking about? I'm talking about a cult of hypergamy, a cult that focuses in on a single sex, basic, natural, sexual imperative. It has a set of beliefs and behavioral patterns and practices associated with it that derive consequences from known situations that are presets that end up in terribly deviant behavior. You absconding from your biological imperative, which is a mandate, not a subset to this. It is also run by a cult of personality. And what do we talk about when we have cults of personality? What do we mean? We mean that there's a deity figure associated with an absolute, an individual that has unquestionable authority, okay, over that particular subject matter, from which all this information and ideology flows. They are ideologically based, and their focused and primary intent is upon that ideological purity. Who's red pill? Who's black pill? Who's blue pill? Who's in? What does it mean to be really red pill? Ideological purity. You also have these individuals cultivating mass media to propagandize themselves, to show themselves in heroic positions. You also have another element in which you have people that are taking sovereignty over the subject matter itself. So let's investigate some of this. When we talk about this sovereignty of the subject matter, who owns hypergamy? Who actually sits down and will honestly, to your face, tell you, I own that word? I've met that individual. That individual has also propagandized himself as a heroic figure. Imagine yourselves calling yourself the godfather of the red pill, the godfather of the manosphere. I find that intriguing, terribly intriguing. We were joking about it last night. And the reality is, for an individual who does not promote fatherhood, who does not exemplify that himself, who does not want to be shown as an example and promote that, why even have the term father in it? If you're going to do it, drop it. Just call yourself the god of the manosphere. Has a better ring to it. There's a lot more we can go in on that. I'm going to let this note slide on it. But the bottom line is we do have a cult of personality associated with a cult of a belief. Practices, belief values, and behavioral patterns that we expect, none of which are in alignment with your natural biological order. So what does the red pill teach us? Let's go through some ideas.